and welcome to Petco Park. It is game one of a three-game series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. And welcome into the broadcast booth with Mark Neely and Tony Gwynn. Mud off for this weekend. And Tony, no question, with or without Manny, the Dodgers are certainly the team to beat in the division.
No question about it. I mean, you see the start that they got off to, 21-8. The last 50 games without Manny Ramirez has done a nice job, 29-21. A little bit less than a run a game. Batting average is almost the same. Slugging is where the difference is made, and I think that's why they're a little bit excited to get Manny back in the middle of that lineup, because since June 1st, they've struggled a little bit offensively, and they missed that power bat in the lineup. And so for the Dodgers, getting Manny Ramirez, I think, comes at a really good time for them.
LaPierre, though, did an unbelievable job filling in for him.
Absolutely, he did. To me, he could be an all-star. I mean, he did a great job filling in.
Chad Godin on the hill for the Padres tonight. He has been outstanding his last few starts.
He really has, and then from the Padres standpoint, this is a guy you want on the hill. You see he's 2-1, 2.14 ERA. His last start, 8 innings, 1 hit, 9 strikeouts. Chad is really throwing the ball good right now, and from the Padres standpoint, this is a guy they want on the hill because he's been their best pitcher.
And the pitching matchup tonight brought to you by the San Diego Union Tribune. Go beyond the game and go to Padres.com. UnionTrib.com as well. Hiroki Kuroda beat the Padres here on opening day, then went on the DL with a strained left oblique and missed nearly 2 months. Kuroda has now walked a hitter in his last 4 starts, and that's over his last 26 1/3 innings, the longest active streak in the majors. Chad Godin has indeed won his last 2 starts. They were both interleague and on the road. He's allowed 2 earned runs in his last 15 innings with 20 strikeouts in that span. It is game one of a 3-game series, the Dodgers and the Padres. And the first pitch on this holiday weekend is straight ahead. Then Loney, Martin, Kemp, and Kuroda, the pitcher, batting ninth. Chad Godin, the starting pitcher.
Boy, has this guy thrown the ball well for the Padres? His last starts 2-1. See, for the season, ERA's under 5 now. Opponent's only hitting .234, and he's really throwing the ball well. And against this lineup tonight, he's gonna have to change speeds, keep these guys off balance.
We are ready to go for Petco Park. And the first pitch to Furcal is a strike call. .68 degrees at game time tonight. The team's wearing the red caps for the holiday weekend. The last game for the Dodgers 2 days ago. They had an off day yesterday. Furcal had the pinch hit RBI single in the bottom of the 8th to beat the Rockies 1-0. A rip and a miss.
And now that Pierre's out of the lineup, Furcal is the guy that they're going to put in the leadoff spot. And, you saw his numbers when he first stepped up there. And he didn't have the kind of year that I think they expected him to have at 240.
Pokes it down the left field side. Foul. Chad Godin's last start came in Arlington on Sunday. 8 innings, no runs, 1 hit, which was a Michael Young first inning single, 2 walks, 9 Ks. And along with Manny Ramirez of the Marlins, he shared National League Player of the Week honors.
Well, to me, the good run that he's been on here, he's been able to throw a first pitch strike. And from that, he's been able to change speeds and mix up his pitches.
2-2, and avoid those walks.
Absolutely. And it's a lot easier, getting outs when you're pitching ahead in a camp. And that's, the last 3 games, that's what he's done a super job of doing is being able to throw strike one and from working ahead, get guys out.
2-2 to Furcal. And it runs to a full count. Chad Godin said he was looking forward to pitching in front of this big crowd tonight. Full to Furcal leading off the game. Line in the left center field. Down for a base hit. Hariston cuts it off. Well, at least he made him earn his way on there. And Furcal leads off the game with a single. Take a look at the Padres defense tonight. It is Headley, Hariston, and Gwynn in the outfield. Cabrera getting the start at short. Just a couple of errors in 147 innings at that position.
Well, Cabrera's come in and done a nice job. He's been able to make a lot of plays, show good range, good arm.
Orlando Hudson, the switch hitting second baseman. Just under the 300 mark. Here goes the runner, and foul out of play left side.
Wow, they come out of the chute playing hit and run on the first pitch, and so Joe Torre trying to give Manny Ramirez an opportunity to drive in a run here with this first at bat.
Ramirez on deck. Godin making his 13th start. And a base hit by Furcal, the first leadoff hit that Godin has allowed in a first inning this year. Back to the screen, and 0-2.
First pitch, Hudson looking to hit a ball the other way on the hit and run. That one just a little bit late on the fastball.
Godin's 0-2. Slow chop towards third. Coos, tough play. Scoop, throw to first. And a one-hopper in time. Good play by Coos to get Hudson for the first out for call down to second. On Ramirez. Fouled on the first base side.
Watching him take BT today, he looked a little bit rusty. And that last swing, 2-0, ahead in the count. A little bit late on that.
His first Major League game since May 6th. Behind the 91-mile-per-hour fastball.
Went right at him, fastball right down the middle of the plate.
Foul into the third deck. Base hit by Furcal. He's at second, one out.
You really have to be careful challenging him with fastballs.
Just missing at a full count.
You keep challenging him with fastballs, and some foul off a couple. He's going to be able to get his time in here. And really, Alfonso wanted that ball in, and it kind of almost nipped the outside corner of the plate. Well, Alfonso didn't catch it clean, but I mean that ball you almost could have called a strike on the outside part of the plate on that last pitch.
And a walk to Ramirez.
Take a look at the pitch sequence here. Carl Jr. pitch track. Fastball in. Fastball again. Down. There's a little slider. It was late on. Fastball was late on that one. Again, on the outside corner late. Now that ball right there, I thought got a lot of the plate. And ends up walking him on a 3-2 slider.
Yeah, pitch track said that 2-2 was a strike.
It was just the way Alfonso caught that ball because he wanted it on the inside part of the plate. And instead, it ended up being on the outside.
2 on for Ethier and ball one inside. A team leading 15 homers and a team high 52 RBIs for Ethier. Lethier was to be the case study, so to speak, without Manny. Many were saying how he was benefiting having Manny hitting ahead of him in the lineup to begin the season. And at times, Lethier had a lot of success without Manny, and at times has struggled. He has had 5 multi-homer games, including a 3-homer game recently, July 26th against the Mariners. And behind 3-0. Swinging 3-0, and he pulls it foul.
Again, it kind of gives you a little bit of insight into how the Dodger offense has been going here for the last couple of weeks. 3-0. You got a pretty good hitter on deck in Casey Blake, and Joe Torre gives Lethier the green light. 3-0. Lets him take a hack.
We're full count now on Lethier. Already up to 23 pitches for Godin with 1 out here in the first. Godin threw just over 100 pitches in his 8 innings in Arlington in his last start. Almost a quarter of the way there. With only 1 out recorded tonight. And now he and Alfonso to discuss.
Not really how you wanted this first inning to start out for Chad Godin, but a pitch here and he can get at it.
Pickoff attempt at second, back standing for call. And Cabrera putting on the tag late. And Cabrera with a left-handed hitter up. Lethier cheating way up the middle, and he kind of snuck in behind for call. Down the left field side, foul. Lethier went out after a pitch, protecting on 3-2. Did not keep it fair.
That's a nice job, really, by Lethier. I mean, 3-2. Pitch is close. He doesn't try to pull it. He goes with it.
Pulls out one towards first. Adrian gets Manny. The relay back gets by. Now here comes the runner for the plate. Godin makes a throw home. That's poor. And scoring is for call. And down to second goes Lethier. Well, Godin got a fortunate carom off the front of the dugout. But yanked the throw home. And for call scoring, and it's 1-0 LA.
Well, good pitch by Godin. Gonzalez takes the sure out. I'm not sure if Cabrera should have thrown that ball, but he does throw it, and you see that ball get by Alfonso, and he doesn't hustle after it. He just kind of looks at it, kind of forgets Ethier's the runner at first, and he gets himself in the scoring position. But that's really a ball that Cabrera's going to have to eat. You get your out, and you hope that he can make a pitch and get yourself out of the inning.
2 San Diego errors on the play. 1 on Cabrera on the throw to first. And 1 on Godin on the throw home that actually allows Lethier to go down to second. Casey Blake takes inside. Hitting at 286. He has 1 hit in his last 16 at bats coming in. There's a breaking ball strike.
this Dodger lineup who's had a really good first half. Casey Blake.
At the outside part, 3 balls and a strike.
11 homers, 48 RBIs. He's really the guy that hit in the spot where Manny was missing, hitting the 3-4 hole. Been a very productive guy for the Dodgers.
He takes low, ball 4, and that's the second walk allowed by Godin. And that's going to bring pitching coach Darren Balsley out. Chad has certainly not found his rhythm here early in this game.
He's trying to be too fine. He's had a lot of success challenging hitters, going right after him, working ahead.
And he's thrown 30 pitches already here in the first. Brings up first baseman James Loney. A 2 on, 2 outs, a run in. Godin falls behind with ball 1 outside. Loney lines it into left center for a base hit. Ethier will score. Throw coming towards third, cut off. Actually will bounce to Cruz. It's an RBI hit for Loney. 2-0 LA.
Loney didn't do too much with that pitch. He hits it on a line, hits it the other way. See, the pitch is elevated in the middle of the plate, and he doesn't try to do too much, goes with it. Lines it in the left center field for the base hit and drives in the run.
50th RBI for Loney. Catcher Russell Martin. 2 on, 2 outs. And ball 1 from Godin.
Well, the Dodgers, they just throw good hitters at you. I mean, this lineup, not a whole lot of power in there really, but just good young hitters.
A lot of length in 1 through 8.
Yep.
We had Kemp batting in the 8th spot next, hitting .302 with 10 homers.
Yeah.
And 19 stolen bases.
There's some versatility here. I mean, some speed at the top. Getting Ramirez back for them, I'm sure they feel like will help them.
It's out of play right side.
But what you have is a lineup of young hitters who use the whole field, hit line drives. Team that could manufacture their own runs, because other than the last base hit by Loney, they really haven't hit the ball that hard. A couple of knocks, a couple of walks.
Line fouled on the first base side. Well, the Dodgers came in having scored only 1 run in their last 2 games, but won one of those games 1-0 to Colorado. On Wednesday, they lost a 3-0 game to the Rockies the night prior to that. They have scored 2 in the first so far tonight. Dan gives a look back to Blake.
I think when the year started, you thought that this team would be able to put some runs on the board. I think people thought the question would be, how they're going to get at us, who's going to pitch.
Perdomo gets up in the San Diego bullpen with Godin at 36 pitches. Breaking ball looped out towards left center field. That could be trouble, and it will drop over Cabrera. Blake scoring. To third is Loney. RBI base hit for Martin. 3-0 LA.
And again, a ball not hit real hard. Hit off the end of the bat by Russell Martin. Right in the perfect spot. Cabrera can't run it down. Headley can't catch up to it. Drives in the run and moves Loney to third.
Russell Martin came in with 1 RBI in his last 29 games. Picks up an RBI in the first tonight. Matt Kemp, the 8th man to bat in the inning. All 1 away. .302 average, 10 homers, 41 knocked in for Matt Kemp. Manny Ramirez walked on a 3-2 pitch earlier in the inning.
Looking at this Dodger lineup, we've got 5 guys with 40 or more RBIs. Blake, Ethier, Hudson, Kemp, and Loney.
Strike call. Well, the pitch that Godin did not get on Manny that looked like strike 3 has turned out to be a very big call in this inning. That would have been the second out with a runner at first. And still no runs across. And it has not worked out that way. 3 runs in, and a couple of San Diego errors. And Godin about to throw his 40th pitch of the first inning. A high fly to right center field. Well hit. Hariston on the move, and it drops in. Picked up on the warning track. Loney scores. Martin headed for the plate. Here comes the relay, and it's cut off. 2-run double for Matt Kemp. It has been a 5-run Dodger first.
Slider down and away. And again, hits it in the perfect spot. Russell Martin running from first base, able to come all the way around and score.
The pitcher, Kuroda, hacks it foul. RBIs 42 and 43 for Kemp. And Kemp snapping an 0 for 9 string with that 2-run double. Three consecutive 2-out hits for LA. McCall led it off with a single. Hudson grounded out. Ramirez walked. Ethier's fielder's choice led to 2 errors on that play. 4 in a row have reached since then. And Kuroda fouls another one.
This is going to be pitch 46 coming up.
Kuroda goes around, winds up on his back, and strikes out. A 46 pitch first for Godin, and the Dodgers score 5 times on 4 hits. tonight. Wynn leading off in right field. The next time in the lineup at second base, Hariston. Adrian in the cleanup spot. Then Kuz. Chase Headley in left field. 9 hits in 9 games against the Dodgers this year. Alfonso catching. Cabrera at short. And Godin the pitcher ninth. Hiroki Kuroda's gotten some early run support tonight.
Ooh, talk about some runs. 2-4 record, 3.77 ERA. And this is exactly where you want to be if you're Kuroda. You got a 5-run lead, gives you all kind of options. You can, mix and match, do whatever you want to do. You can go right after hitters, like I'm sure he's going to try to do. But that 5-run first is huge for the Dodgers, and it allows Kuroda to just kind of get into the flow of his game.
Manny walked to the first inning. 2-2 pitch.
This 2-2 pitch. See Alfonso setting up in. And just the way he caught that, you're not going to get that call most of the time. But there's no question that that pitch turned out to be key in the inning. Because if he gets that call, you get Ethier on the ground ball and you're out of the inning.
Tony takes low, a ball and a strike. High fly towards right center field, and Kemp to his left. There's the Dodger defense tonight, brought to you by SD Storage, where $1 moves you in. Go to SDStorage.com to find a store near you today. You saw Kemp run that ball down. He has 7 outfield assists this season, which is tied for second most in the National League.
He hit that ball pretty good. Drove Kemp almost to the warning track in center field.
The long strides of Kemp can eat up some ground.
Absolutely.
David Eckstein, noteworthy in that he did not play in yesterday's day game against the Astros. First game that he has not played in all year. So that leaves only Adrian as the only Padre to have played in every game this season.
Eck was getting beat up last week. He got hit with a couple of tough pitches and probably could have used that day off yesterday.
Average has jumped up to 270. In a 3-hit game against the Astros on Tuesday night. Gets jammed, hits it slowly towards Hudson. And Orlando gets him by a step at first. Two away in the San Diego first inning. Hiroki Kuroda has not walked a batter in his last 4 starts. He's now totaled 27 innings since his last walk.
When you give him a 5-run lead, that's exactly, like I said, that's exactly what he wants. Give him a little bit of cushion. He can challenge guys. He can throw the off-speed pitch and keep the Padre hitters off balance. And the reason why I say that is because with a 5-run lead, now 1-0, 2-0 situations where you pretty much expect to get a certain pitch, you might not get it now because he's got a lead to work with and he can afford to take some chances.
Kuroda pitched here on opening day, Monday, April 6th. And outfield Jake Peavy. Dodgers won that game 4-1. Sellout crowd that day as well. About 45,500. Sellout crowd here tonight for the opener of this 3-game series. Hariston enters tonight with a 5-game hitting streak. Ball inside at 94 miles per hour from Kuroda.
Had a lot of run to it. 2-1. Challenging Hariston inside.
To third on the ground, and Casey Blake across the diamond. Padres go down in order. Nothing across. Ramirez due up third in the next inning.
Spectacular fireworks show following every Friday home game.
Friday, July 17th, stay after the game for a special Friday fireworks presented by Padres Banking at Bank of America. Get your tickets early and save at Padres.com. Big fireworks show after the game here tonight. McCall leading off, began the game with a base hit and scored, and shoots his foul down the third base side. All 5 LA runs in the first earned runs despite the 2 errors. Chad Godin, who had allowed a total of 5 earned runs in his previous 3 starts combined. And he got 5 earned in the first inning tonight.
Just like he did the first time, he's able to get ahead of Furcal, challenging him with balls, fastballs in the middle of the plate.
Chop towards third. Kuz gets the big hop and a strong throw. One away in the second. It is time for the Subway $5 footlong fan poll. Should Manny Ramirez have been allowed to play minor league rehab games during his suspension? A yes, B no. Text Subway to 269-411 to participate. That's part of the agreement that you can. But should that be more part of the punishment that you can't?
I would agree with that. I think it should be part of the punishment. But that's what a lot of people were talking about today. I don't think it was right that he could go to the minor leagues and prepare for his suspension to end here at the big league level. I know Scans didn't think it was right, that's for sure.
No. 0-1, swing and a miss by Hudson. Grounded out to Kuzmanov in the first inning. Darts outside, and Hudson lays off. Hudson leads the National League with 314 at-bats.
And Dodgers kind of picked him off the scrap heap, didn't they?
Very late signing.
Very late signing.
Strikeout, 2 down. And Manny did get to play those rehab games. Northern against Lake Elsinore. Nick Schmidt, Padres' former first-round pick, and he went deep off Schmidt. Second plate appearance for Ramirez tonight. He walked in the first. Right up the middle, but there is Eckstein to cut it off and throw out Ramirez. Much better frame this time for Godin. He retires Ramirez on one pitch.
July 4th as we take on the Dodgers at a special 1:05 start time.
That's tomorrow. This year's Padres Beach Towel presented by San Diego County Toyota dealers. You can get your free Beat LA towel as your Padres take on the Dodgers. A special 1:10 start time tomorrow. There you go. Beat LA. Don't miss that tomorrow here at Petco. Adrian leading off the bottom of the second. Hey, a much better top half of the inning for Godin. He threw 46 pitches in the first, just 9 in the second.
Much better.
The shift is on. The Dodger infield. 3 defenders on the right side. You see the third baseman, Blake, basically playing where his shortstop normally would. Well, the outfield pretty well straight away.
Straight up, yeah, the outfield plays him straight up. The infield plays him as a dead pull hitter. Which is really strange. You don't see this configuration very much when the infield goes to this shift.
And he bounces it into that shift, and Orlando Hudson. One down. The series with Houston ended yesterday in very unusual fashion in the 9th inning, top of the 9th. Bees down the left field side. They wound up underneath the ball girl's jacket. I guess the queen bee did, and the beekeeper. Not sure what that is, but that pretty much was the demise of the bees.
I think so. I was really surprised. I thought, we had this happen at Qualcomm Stadium. Bees came and were hanging out over the right field scoreboard, and it was before a game started, and they came with like a vacuum and kind of sucked them up, took them off the field, took them out.
One hopper right at the shortstop for call. High throw, but the tag by Loney, getting Kuzman off.
See, I was kind of surprised yesterday seeing him just look like a giant can of Raid or something like that.
I guess that was the difference. They had all the time in the world before the game, and yesterday there was a team waiting to fly out of town.
Yeah, getaway day. Yep.
Yeah, pest control hopefully doesn't have any work to do tonight. Foul tip. Third base side, Martin overran it. They got a glove on it.
He's right down there, right where the pad ends, and he's got a little bit of room there where the bat boy is. Kind of overran it. Bat boy even got the chair out of there, out of the way for him, and just overran it. And those guys, these catchers make that play look easy, but that's a very difficult play to make.
Now towards left center field, Manny Ramirez going back, and he gets his first put out. Puts the ball into the seats. Kuroda's retired the first 6 San Diego hitters. 5-0 LA at the end of 2. First team in the big leagues to 50 wins. And they've been in first place for the last 73 days. Won their first 13 home games.
That's where you want to be. You getting the 50 wins first, that's a good thing.
He threw in the first inning, reached on the fielder's choice, and on that play there were the 2 errors, the throwing error by Cabrera and by Godin. All 5 runs in the inning eventually turned out to be earned runs for the Dodgers.
Yeah, that play, Cabrera tried to complete the double play at first and overthrew, and the ball ricocheted to Godin, and he picked it up and tried to throw a runner out at the plate and threw it behind catcher Alfonso. So he had 2 errors on one play.
Strikes at the left field, and Headley, it's over his head. One hopper to the 357 mark. And Ethier standing at second with a leadoff double. Ethier on an 0-2 pitch. His 17th 2-base hit.
Headley broke on this ball. He broke in on it. It looked like easier, kind of reach for this ball. And Headley broke in and then couldn't get back. Went over his head for a double.
Man is on for Casey Blake, the third baseman. Houghton scored in the first. Two and 0. Padres, even with their win over the Rockies in the final game of that series, have dropped 5 of their last 8. Played .500 baseball in Interleague, 9-9 against the American League. Rio's over for a strike.
This is not the team you want to continually pitch behind in a count to. There's too many weapons on this team. There'll be too many things offensively. See Casey Blake trying to do the right thing, hit the ball to the right side, get Ethier over to third. He's ahead in a count, 3-1.
3-0 to 3-2, and he walked it. Second time he has walked Blake. The Bees yesterday, not the only time Bees have invaded. Let's take you back to March 24, 2005. Spring training game canceled due to Bees. Darren Oliver, with the Rockies attacked by Bees, the game was actually postponed after 5 innings at Tucson Electric Park.
Darren finally said, "That's it. Had enough."
James Loney has singled in a run and scored. Low strike. Rodan gets ahead.
That Bee thing is scary. There's nothing to me worse than seeing a cloud of something black coming at you. And some of the Astros were joking about Blanks yesterday, big as he is, running from the. Hey, I'm right there with you, big fella. I'm getting off the field.
Blanks mentioned after the game of that he's allergic to bees, so nothing to mess around with.
Yeah, I think in the beginning he didn't want to make a big deal about it, but when that black cloud comes flying at you, and just the way they all congregated in that jacket, wow. I don't think I want any part of that.
Nobody out in the Dodger third, and a 2-1 to James Loney. To the right side, Eck. It's the long underhand toss to the pitcher, Godin covering. A 4-1 put out of Loney, and the other runners advance with Ethier and Blake. Each up a base. See Adrian and Eck there reversing on that one.
I'm wondering if Adrian was going to take a shot going somewhere else with that ball. It looked like Eck called him off and decided just to take that out at first base.
I think perhaps Adrian thought about second base.
Second
with
base,
Blake.
yep.
Well, the infield comes in with Martin at the plate. Not going to run with a base hit to left in the first. Sharply, diving stop. Cabrera took a look at the plate, but will get an out at first. Ethier breaking on contact, able to score, but Cabrera, great play, diving to his right. Not going to get Ethier and got the out at first.
This is a great play all the way around. I mean, Cabrera leaves his feet to make the play. Ethier got a great jump. He went on contact. See Cabrera come up looking at home, but he really only had one play, and he goes to first. Good defensive play by Cabrera. Good base running by Ethier. Gets the Dodgers their 6th run.
Mike staying at second, and with the pitcher spot due up next, they're just going to put Kemp on. That's the amazing thing for me for Cabrera, a guy who hasn't played a lot of shortstop and is so young and had not played above A ball until this year. Just to make those quick decisions and so accurately.
But we've seen, we've kind of seen it both ways. The double play in the first inning, that's probably a ball you hold on to. Right. He didn't.
Here, makes a play like that.
But then he comes back and he makes a play like he just made, showing, good decision making. He comes up, he looks at home, he realizes he doesn't have a play, takes the out at first base. And so with young players, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get, you're going to get them at their best, and sometimes you're going to get them when they make mistakes. And you just hope that they can learn from the mistakes.
Corona breaks his bat and grounds it to Eckstein to end the inning. Got Perdomo up. He was up in the first. Dodgers add a run. Bottom 3. 2 up for San Diego. Baker's Chevrolet, your home for the Silverado Superstore. Glad to have you with us tonight on this Friday night from Petco Park. Mark Neely with Tony Gwynn. Mud off tonight and for the weekend. 5 in the first, 1 in the third, and now bottom of the third inning. Corona back to the mound. 6-0 LA, and Alfonso Cabrera and the pitcher due up for the Padres.
Well, you'd like to see the Padres just kind of peck away.
Still a lot of baseball to play.
Lots of time left.
Ninth game for Alfonso in the big leagues with San Diego. Eight for 28. Won a home run, works out to a 286 batting average. It's a rip and misses, a ball and a strike. Pops it up foul, a lot of play behind the dugout. Alfonso, then Cabrera and Godin do up third in the inning. Chad with 74 pitches through 3 innings. You can see Martin where he held the glove. He wanted that one up high. And Alfonso did not climb the ladder.
Unless the Padres get something started here this inning, I'm expecting Godin to get up there and hit this first game of a series. Really don't want to get into that bullpen any earlier than you have to. So he's got a bat in his hand and he's ready to move some runners in scoring position. At least that's what he's hoping.
It is up high. 3-2. Speaking of pitching, Chasson Beck threw a simulated game, 2 innings worth before the game here today. We'll evaluate him tomorrow. Hope to know more, and he may be sent out on a rehab assignment soon. Three and 2 on Alfonso, leading off the San Diego third.
Kuroda has that good running fastball that runs in on a right-hand hitter.
Kuroda, who has not walked a hitter in 28 1/3 innings, longest active streak in the big leagues.
He'll run that fastball right under Alfonso's hands.
Another foul, and it remains at 3 and 2. Longest streaks this year by a big league pitcher without a walk. Joel Pinheiro of the Cardinals went 34 innings. Dan Herron of Arizona had a 28 inning streak without a walk earlier this year. Line towards left center field. Kemp, though, ranges over. Out in the third. Okay, while we have a moment, we want to remember Herb Klein, who passed away yesterday at the age of 91. Herb had a very public life as a newspaper man and a political advisor for most of his years. He was President Nixon's first communications director, then returned to San Diego to become the longtime editor the Copley newspapers, but football remained his first love, and he's the man credited with bringing the Super Bowl and later the Holiday Bowl to our city. Herb Klein, a true San Diego icon. In fact, they had a moment of silence, Mr. Klein, before the game here tonight as well at Petco Park. Line in the left field, and Cabrera broke his bat, but has the first San Diego base hit of the game.
Job of hitting there by Cabrera. Took that fastball that he's been running under the right-hand hitter's knuckles. The ball's running away and he goes right with it. Puts it off the end, but hits it square enough to get it out into left field for a base hit.
Godin a chance to bunt him over. Chad with 1 sack bunt so far on the season. And bunts it foul. He had 4 career at-bats coming into this season. Goes back and takes low.
He's got to be careful here because the way Blake and Loney are charging, it's going to have to be a perfect bunt. If he bunts this thing too hard, they're going to have a chance to possibly get a double play here.
Runner takes off and steals the base. And Cabrera swipes his 4th bag.
Cabrera got a good jump. Martin made a strong throw, but he's able to get himself in the scoring position.
1-2 count on Godin. The corner infielders have backed up. Let's see if Godin's still going to try to bunt with 2 strikes or swing away. Swings away and strikes out. First K for Kuroda. 2 gone, and it brings up Tony Gwynn, the right fielder. Tony fly to deep center field, his first time up. Ball 1 is outside. 4 for his last 11. Nips the outside corner.
Back-to-back backdoor breaking balls there.
A pinch hit single in yesterday's day game. Not even a miss. Martin giving a look down to second. Keeping an eye on Cabrera.
And that was a pretty good pitch right there by Kuroda. He pretty much kept the ball away from him. Both at bats, and then he comes inside hard, almost like a cutter.
Two and two.
Junior's done a nice job. He showed him he can play all 3 outfield spots. And he's gone into the leadoff spot and been patient and worked the count. Pretty much done what they've wanted him to do.
Wells missed a little low on a full count. I didn't realize he was, what, a second baseman until who started hitting fly balls?
Jerry Coleman reminds me of that all the time. He was a second baseman in high school until he realized that he was going to have to play the outfield if he wanted to play.
And somebody started hitting him a lot of fly balls.
Davey Lopes, Rob Piccolo, both of those guys, Greg Riddock. They all worked him every day in the outfield.
To his right, Hudson in the dirt, but dug out by Loney. Base hit by Cabrera. He is stranded. First runner left on by the Padres. We played 3 at Petco. For the fourth inning, time for the Aflac trivia question for tonight.
Aflac!
I'm going to focus on number 99 of the Dodgers tonight, so he'll be the focus of our question. Who did Manny Ramirez hit his first major league home run off of? She came up with Cleveland. Top of the order up. Manny due up third in this inning. Remember, Manny placed second in the American League Rookie of the Year voting in 1994.
94. That's when he came up?
94 his first season as rookie year. It actually had a little bit of time in 93, 22 games worth, but still had his rookie eligibility in 94. But the guy he lost out to just kind of fell off the face of the earth not long after that. The 94 AL Rookie of the Year was the Royals' Bob Hamlin.
Oh, yeah, I remember, yeah.
2-1 pitch. And towards left center field, and Headley chasing it, and it's going to bounce a couple of times to the fence. Second hit of the game for Call, a leadoff double.
I suggested when this game started that maybe the Dodgers were going to miss Juan Pierre at the top of their lineup. But tonight for Call has done a nice job with a single in the first and now a double here in the fourth.
Call was 4 for his last 25 coming into this game. Even with the pinch hit RBI base hit in the 8th inning on Wednesday for their only run in the 1-0 win over Colorado. They're 2 for 3 tonight. Leadoff man has reached now 3 times for Los Angeles. Orlando Hudson is grounded to third and struck out. Running on him, and he swings and misses.
Good slider there by Godin, playing to the thought that Orlando's looking for something to pull.
Got him looking. Second time tonight he has fanned Hudson. And the third strikeout for Godin. Here is tonight's Energy Resource Center Power Player answer. Manny Ramirez second on the all-time career Grand Slam list. Who holds the record? The Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
That's what I knew. It was 24.
I want to say 23 or 4,
okay,
yeah.
23.
We'll get the definite answer. Here's Manny's third plate appearance. Strike one on the inside corner. Walked in the first. Rounded out his last time up. Now that it's gotten darker, you can see the flash bulbs. Bouncy ball to Cabrera. And Manny is 0 for 2 with a walk. Over to third goes for Call. Here go the flash bulbs.
That's a good sinker right there by Godin. The hitters count. Comes back with a good sinker, gets the ground ball.
By the way, Manny 20 Grand Slams, Gehrig 23.
23.
70 years ago tomorrow. The luckiest man speech for Gehrig. July 4th, 1939 at Yankee Stadium.
been interesting seeing those letters that he wrote that people have been talking about this week about when he retired. He thought he was going to get better.
They did not know obviously much about the disease at the time. But you think about Lou Gehrig and the fact that he played with that fatal disease. Major League Baseball for a while. Grounded out to Adrian. He takes it himself. Godin pitches around the leadoff double by Furcal. He's stranded at third, and LA's now left 4. The heart of the order is coming up for San Diego. Trivia question. And a question tonight, who did Manny Ramirez hit his first Major League home run off of? Name that Perez brother. It was Melito Perez, September 3rd of '93 at Yankee Stadium. 2, 3, and 4 for the Padres in the 4th. Eck leading off and takes low. Back in the first inning, grounded out to the second baseman, Orlando Hudson. A strike from Kuroda.
You almost have to make him throw you a strike. 2-0, takes one. You're down 6 runs, just looking to try to get on base and get in and start it.
Left side in at the edge of the grass was Blake. He spins and throws out Eck. Leadoff man gone in the 4th. Scott Hariston in the 1st, grounded out, looking to extend that 5-game hitting streak. One Padre hit so far, that and Everett Cabrera singled in the 3rd. Dodgers with 5 in the 1st and 1 in the 3rd. And Scott going up after one, foul tip, strike 1. At 94, if the letters are a little higher, too tempting to lay off, I guess.
Scott's a fastball hitter. He's looking something in the middle of the plate. He challenges him up the ladder a little bit.
Hiroki Kuroda. He hits that hard towards left center field. Kemp back and into the bullpen. 10th of the year for Scott Hariston. The Padres are on the board. It's 6-1.
Scotty toasted that pretty good. And when you see Matt Kemp just start jogging, you know he's hit it pretty good. Six-run lead. Kuroda challenging him. And that fastball, not bad. Down in the zone. And Scotty goes down and gets it. Drives it out of here to left center field.
Mr. Silva sitting in the bullpen tonight came up with that baseball. The 10th of the year, 29th RBI for Hariston. And he now has a 6-game hitting streak. Fouled back by Adrian.
Oh, he's strong. That ball was down, and he just drove that ball right out of here to left center field.
The offense certainly missed Hariston's bat when he was on the disabled list.
And he's been a guy who really didn't need a whole lot of time to find his stroke. Pretty much come back swinging the bat pretty good. Just got a fastball and drove it out. Got into the double-digit mark. And gets the Padres on the board.
They're 1-2 to Adrian. He's a fly ball to right center field, and Ethier calling for it. 2 down.
That last pitch right there to Adrian. Russell Martin really came out of his crouch and wanted this ball up. And he challenges him up in the strike zone. And that's going to be a really difficult ball for anybody to handle. And he gets the fly ball to right field.
Coos hits it on a line. And Hudson with the catch to retire the side with a solo shot by Hariston. His 10th of the year, and at the end of 4, Dodgers 6, Padres 1. Mid-game recap brought to you by Murray Lampert Construction. Need to remodel your home? There's only one company to call, Murray Lampert Construction. Log on to murraylampert.com. 5-run first for LA. And that is the difference. 6-1 Dodgers into the top of the 5th. Mark Neely along with Tony Gwynn tonight. Mud off for the weekend. And to have you with us in front of this packed house at Petco. Godin threw 46 pitches in the first. Worked here into the fifth. The strike on the inside edge. And he's ahead of Blake 1-2. What a good point earlier, Tony. He's got to eat as many innings as possible, even with that high pitch count. He torched the bullpen early in this series.
He wants to do that.
Yeah, he went. There's Larry Vanover at first. Strike out of Blake.
You definitely don't want to do that in the first game of the series. And slider. Sure, if Mudd was here, he'd say, yeah, he went.
Well, that would be that line of a double, you know, that one. If he hits it, it's a double.
Chad done a nice job after that first inning. Like you said, 46 pitches in the first inning. He's come back and kind of settled down, only giving up 1 run. Gotten them into a little bit deeper into the game. I'm sure if you're Buddy Black, you'd like to see him stay in there until his place comes up to hit again.
He's due up 4th in the next inning. He and Ed Simmons taking a look. Ooh. Hard into the seats behind the first base dugout. He singled in a run and scored in the first and grounded out to the right side his last time up in the 3rd inning. To the right side again, and Eck to his left. 5 in a row retired by Godin. That's the leadoff double by Furcal in the 4th.
Behind in the count, didn't want to fall any deeper, challenged him inside. Got the ground ball. 96 pitches now.
57 for strikes. The 4 walks he's allowed, the most since a June 5th outing against Arizona.
And I was going to say, out of those 39 balls you saw up there, I would bet most of those came in that first inning.
Up the middle, over the bag, and into center field, and Martin has his second hit. Russell Martin, 2 RBIs tonight. He came in with 1 RBI his last 20-plus games.
Well, that last pitch, not bad, just a turbo sinker. Just bounced it right over his head up the middle for a base hit. Not a bad pitch.
Two-run double for Kemp in the first. He was intentionally walked in the third to get to the pitcher Kuroda, who made the final out of the inning. Indeed, one of the Godin walks is intentional. Over the 4. Two 2-0. Well, with Godin near 100 pitches and his spot in the order due up 4th in the next inning, probably looking at his last inning here, you think, Tony?
Probably so. We're just hoping he can get out of this inning without giving up any more runs.
On the ground, a shortstop, and Everett makes the short toss to Eck for the force out. Godin makes it through 5. 6-1 LA.
12 miles northeast of Escondido, valleyviewcasino.com. Get all your information there, and remember, Lenny the Lobster is waiting for you.
Into the home half of the fifth. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for San Diego. 6 runs, 7 hits. 5 men left on for LA. 1, 2, and 2 for the Padres with 1 left on. And Kuroda with the solo shot to Hariston in the 4th. The other hit, the base hit by Cabrera in the 3rd.
Kuroda's done a nice job. You know, the Dodgers gave him that 5-0 lead, and he's done, really made one mistake, and the home run was not that bad a pitch, fastball down.
Headley leading off. On the outside corner, strike 1. Kuroda's 2 wins this year for the Dodgers. Opening day here against the Padres, and then he won in interleague at the White Sox 2 starts ago on June 23rd. Again, this is a guy who missed nearly 2 months. Pitched here opening day, and then right after that went on the deal with a strained left oblique. And he did not come back to pitching it until June 1st. And really, that wasn't talked a whole lot about. I mean, the Dodgers, yeah, they missed Manny, but their opening day starter was gone for 2 months.
Yeah.
They still have rolled to 50 wins to this point. That's popped up right side and into foul ground Loney.
We talked earlier about them signing Orlando Hudson late. Well, they signed Randy Wolf late. There was a lot being made of who was going to start for the Dodgers this year, who was going to be their starters. And Kuroda's missed some time. And Kershaw has been, as a young pitcher, been, kind of up and down. Billingsley, I think, has kind of stepped to the forefront and really become one of their better guys. But there were a whole lot of question marks about their starting rotation, even question marks about their bullpen. And offensively, early, they were able to put a whole lot of runs on the board and gave these guys something to work with. And as the year has gone on, I think the young guys have started to pitch with a lot more confidence. And to be honest, I think Joe Torre really deserves a whole lot of credit for that, because he's the type of manager that I think these guys probably enjoy playing for. They prepare them well, and they just tell them to go out there and play. Go do what you do.
The A's are out in front of that.
I'm sure for Joe Torre, after having a veteran group like he had in New York, to go out there with Loney and Ethier and Kemp, Kershaw, he's been tested the last couple of years too.
Slow roller out to for call. And 2 down in the San Diego 5th.
But he's throwing them out there every day, and he said, "You guys go play." And I said this last year when his team made it to the playoffs. I think these guys have a chance to be good for a good while. These young guys are kind of growing up together and learning how to play, and got a great manager in Joe Torre, and it probably just depends on how much longer he wants to do that, because I've seen that look right there for a long time, for a long time around major league ballparks. Atlanta, New York Mets, St. Louis, Yankees, and now the Dodgers. He's had a whole lot of success.
I don't think there's any doubt the guy's going to go into the Hall of Fame as a manager someday, and many people may not realize his playing career is borderline Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. It absolutely is. Won a couple batting titles.
And at the knees to Cabrera, 2-2.
Not too many people know that man hit 363 with the Cardinals.
Caught and played third base. Three-2 delivery. 1-2 Everth. Nice plate appearance there for Everett, who's on for his second time. Singled his first at bat and now walks with 2 outs in the 5th. And that's the first walk allowed by Kuroda in 31 innings. So his streak, which had been the longest active streak in the big leagues, comes to an end.
And for the Padres, it's a good thing, because if Cabrera makes the last out, they're probably going to have to double switch.
Luis Rodriguez with bat here for Godin. Five innings for Godin. Threw 100 pitches in 5 innings, which may sound like a lot, but he threw 46 of those in the first inning alone.
We were talking about, the 5-run lead and how Kuroda could go right after guys. And he's done a nice job mixing it up. First time around, he's pretty much kept the ball away from left-handed hitters. Second time, started busting them in. That last day beat Cabrera, a couple of pitches in.
2-0 on Rodriguez. Back to the mound, speared by Kuroda. A good play by the Dodger pitcher there. That ball got back to him in a hurry. A walk and a man left. Padres have now stranded 2. We played 5.
Hey kids, help us beat LA Sunday, July 5th at 1:05 and get a Padres floppy cap for kids.
All kids 14 and younger get a Padres reversible floppy cap presented by Cox Channel 4 San Diego. New San Diego pitcher is right-hander Luis Perdomo.
See Perdomo's record 1-0, ERA 4.33. He's had a chance to work a couple of times this week, and he's really thrown the ball really good. And he, primarily has been that long man, but he's really come in and been aggressive in the strike zone, like that pitch right there. Fastball slider.
Pitcher Kuroda leading off the top of the 6th. Fanned in the first inning and then grounded out to Eckstein in the third. Foul back. Gingo Dan goes 5 innings, 6 earned runs, 7 hits, 4 walks. 1 was intentional with 4 Ks. He threw right at 100 pitches. 59 for strikes. And he threw 46 pitches alone in the 5-run Dodger first. Perdomo gets the strikeout of Corona for the first out of the 6th. Call led off the game with a base hit, and he also doubled in the 4th, 2 for 3. Fastball at 96 inside from Perdomo. Ruiz last pitched on Wednesday against the Astros. He threw 2 scoreless and hitless innings with a walk and a strikeout.
And for Paul, offensively, he's been right in the middle of everything.
Foul pass first.
Singled in the first and scored. Doubled in the 4th.
One pitch. With Manny Ramirez back, that puts Juan Pierre on the bench. Juan Pierre right now is 9th in the National League in hitting. 2nd in the National League in steals. High chop. There's no way they're going to throw him out. Perdomo knew he had to hurry. He didn't field it cleanly. That ball had to go 60, 70 feet in the air off the plate.
You just chop that ball right off the plate. And as a fielder on a ball like that, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, Call can really run, and there's no way you're going to be able to throw him out. And so as soon as that ball goes up in the air, he really wasn't going to have a play. Mark, you were talking about Juan Pierre. I went down and asked longtime Dodger coach Manny Mota, how good has Pierre been for you guys this year? And he said he really felt like he should be an all-star this year. I mean, since Manny was out, he had 318. He scored 32 runs. He drove in 21, and he's not really an RBI guy. Stole 21 bases, and he really did a nice job setting the table at the top of Dodger lineup. But now with Manny back,
there goes for Call. Good throw by Alfonso, but not in time to get for Call, who swipes his 5th base of the season.
Well, Alfonso did all he could do. See, for Call gets a great jump. Alfonso's out of the chute, throws it right on the bag. Call able to get his foot in there.
And Perdomo need to get square on the signs. And speaking of stolen bases, Pierre right now 2nd in the National League in steals with 22. Rick Coletti, the Dodger GM, asked, well, what do you do now? Do you trade Pierre? Or they said, no, you need him on our bench. It's quite a luxury to have him.
Yeah, well, he could spell Manny in left and Kemp in center. Those guys need a day. And I think he's proven his worth to the Dodgers. In the 50 games Manny was out, the numbers he put up.
And the strikeout of Hudson, 2nd K of the inning for Perdomo, and it brings up Manny Ramirez. The comparison brought to you by Marvin K. Brown, San Diego's newest Mitsubishi dealer. His numbers against the Padres. I think the people who are booing are becoming more pronounced as the night has gone on. I think I heard more cheers earlier.
There are more. I was going to say, tonight's the first stop of a 9-game road trip. And they go to New York. Let's see, where do they go? They go to New York
and Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Before the All-Star break.
Before the break. And so.
Yeah, how's New York going to go? 3 games.
I'm just glad I don't have to be there. It's going to be a circus. Much like it was here today.
Yeah, it was not your average day here at Petco Park, was it?
Was not. The satellite truck started pulling in about 2. And all of a sudden, all on the field, there's all kind of people we hadn't seen here. We hadn't seen here before.
Van Everett pops it up out of the shallow center field. Eck calling for it. Manny in his return is 0 for 3 with a walk. Top of the order coming up for San Diego. Value weekends, you can get an upper reserve ticket, a hot dog, and a Coke, all for only $12 for any Friday through Sunday regular season home game. Get your tickets early and save at Padres.com. We were talking about Juan Pierre. He's now in the game in left field, so Manny Ramirez' night is finished. Win leading off. It takes low from Kuroda.
Manny 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. I'm sure they're going to gradually work him back in.
And he's flying to center and grounded to second. Three and 0. Josh Gear is going to go tomorrow against Randy Wolf. It's a 1:10 start, televised by Fox. A guy who hadn't walked anyone in 4+ starts. Now he's walked 2 in the last 3 hitters he's faced. He walks Gwynn on 4 straight.
That's usually that warning sign. 6th inning, you got a 5-run lead, and you walk the leadoff hitter. See how long it takes before that phone rings down there in the Dodger bullpen.
Eck is grounded out twice. Manager Joe Torre. Pitching coach Rick Honeycutt to his left. Joe giving the signs there. Strike call on Eckstein. Grounded to second and grounded to third. There's Eck tonight. Ooh. 0-2.
Last pitch looked like Eck was going to take a swing at that. Decided to take it.
Off Corona, and that's going to put both men aboard. Corona reached and got a glove on it, but then it carried him to the third base side, and Eck has an infield hit.
And that's one of those balls. I'm not sure if it was going to get up the middle, but him putting a glove on it. Maybe Orlando Hudson comes up with that ball and is able to get an out. See, it's redirected now, and now nobody can make a play.
Honeycutt, the pitching coach, comes out with Hariston coming up. Long one here makes it a game again, and Scotty went deep last time up in the fourth inning.
That pitch was down too, and he went down and got it. Drove it to the back of the Padres bullpen.
His 10th home run of the season. Excellent numbers with runners in scoring position. Looks like Guillermo Mota going to get up in the Dodger bullpen. Two on, nobody out in the Padres' sixth. On the inside corner is a strike call to Hariston. They're taking a couple of looks out at Tony at second, and then eventually steps off.
Well, after that home run, I don't think they're going to challenge Hariston inside. Mason Martin conceding that they're going to.
That's it coming in behind him.
The old back pick.
Oh, and 2.
He came back inside there too.
Quickly ahead of Hariston. 2 on, nobody out. Walk to Gwynn. Infield hit for Eck. That's outside. Padres trying to overcome a 5-run Dodger first. Off the end of the bat, popped up, and Martin sees it drop 5-6 rows back.
Right off the end of Hariston's bat, and he can track that one.
We lumber for Scott back at the plate with a 1-2 strike count.
The Padres could really use an extra base hit right here. And get themselves a run on the board and an opportunity to get a couple more.
That was set up inside of it very late. Moved off that outside corner.
Yeah, because hitters, when you're standing up there, you can kind of sense when that catcher is right up under your knuckles. And that's why Russell Martin shifted late. And if you're a good hitter, you hear all that crunching of the dirt back there. You hear that guy moving around back there.
He chased the high one and strikes out.
Yeah, they've had success doing that tonight. So work it in, work it out. And then going up the ladder. And from a hitter's standpoint, you just see that ball so good, you think you can get on top of it. But
for his second strikeout now, it brings up Adrian Gonzalez. In the second, he grounded out with his second baseman Hudson, and then the fourth flied out to right.
Just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch. You're going to have to get on top of it, and it's one of those pitches that's very difficult to get on top of and do something with it.
That'll reach the seats on the first base side, but again, staying up and in and tying them up.
Well, you saw it again. Challenged him up the first pitch. That's a ball that's up and in right there. Adrian tried to pull his hands to the inside and get the barrel on it.
Kuroda's gotten Adrian to chase two pitches that have been out of the zone. See what he gets here at 0-2. Got something in the zone and hits it to right center. Wainwright scoring. That ball rolls all the way to the fence. Eck coming around. And that's a two-run double for Adrian Gonzalez. It's 6-3. 0-2 saw the best pitch of the sequence.
I was going to say, I would be upset right here because he's ahead in the count 0-2. He's gone up the ladder twice. And now you're just going to lay a fastball right in the middle of the plate. You see Martin wanted that ball up, and that ball's right down the middle of the plate. And Adrian did what good hitters are supposed to do with that ball. He lines that ball in the gap, can't cut it off, and now all of a sudden the Padres got a couple of runs on the board. Momentum starts to shift.
RBI's 49 and 50 for Adrian, and here comes Joe Torre.
They're waving the hats down there in the bullpen. Somebody's ready.
You have Mota up. This pitching change brought to you by San Diego Harley-Davidson, where we are all Mission Federal Credit Union, with 23 branches in San Diego County. We're safe, sound, and standing by you. Here comes right-hander Guillermo Mota. His 33rd appearance of the season.
Guillermo Mota, 3-2. The opponent's hitting .250. And now the Padres have worked their way back into the game now, 6-3. Mota's job is to get them out of this inning.
Kevin Kuzminoff. Grounded to short and lined to second. First pitch strike for Mota. Guillermo Mota has tossed scoreless relief in 16 of his last 17 appearances, a 0.45 ERA in that span.
Fastball's going to be in the mid-90s. Good changeup, good slider. Right now, he's just staying under Kevin Kuzminoff's knuckles. 3 straight fastballs right up under his hands.
It was a 6-0 Dodger lead. Now 6-3, bottom of the 6th. Padres have gotten into the LA pin. Mota facing Kuz and a 1-2 pitch. Still working in, down and in, 2-2.
Quick one runs in right and center for the Dodgers. Leaves here at Kent. Pierre doesn't throw all that well, so a base hit to left field. It'll be interesting to see if Hoffman challenges Pierre to throw somebody out.
Old foul, third base side. Right into the LA dugout. Rayona Duncan on the left, able to avoid it. Coming at him.
That's pretty hard to do, too. You're sitting there and you're wondering, how in the world could a ball come flying off the bat?
Saws him off, little roller to short for call, gloves, and throws him out. Over to third goes Adrian, 2 away. Well, he started in and stayed in.
He sure did. Boy, he started in, and that's exactly right. Started in and stayed in. Just challenged him inside. See, this ball is up more than the other ones, and Kuzminoff tries to work his hands to the inside, couldn't get to it. Sawed him off.
Big spot right here. Runner at third, 2 outs. Chance to make it a 2-run game. Headley 0 for 2. And inside to chase. Fly to left, fouled out to first. 2-0.
We finally saw something other than a fastball. That was a changeup.
Which hitting Headley to first. Maloney makes the stop, and a flip to Mota. But the Padres do get 2 runs in the inning on a couple of hits and leave a man. Now at the end of 6, it's a 3-run game. value deal and get a hot dog, regular soda, peanuts, popcorn, and a cookie, all for just $5 at any regular season home game. That's a great deal. Pick up your Padres 5 for $5 value deal at your next Padres game. Mike Adams now on the hill for San Diego.
Mike Adams 0-0. Opponent's hitting 207. Again, another guy that's getting some work and starting to throw the ball pretty well. And right now you need the Padres to throw some zeros up right now. Give your offense a chance to get back in the game. And no runs in his last 6 games. That's 5.1 innings, 5 1/3. You want him to continue to build on that. He's going right through them from the middle of this Dodger lineup.
And scoreless inning for Perdomo with a hit and a couple of strikeouts. 4, 5, and 6 for LA in the 7th. Ethier is leading off. Ethier has scored twice tonight and doubled once, 1 for 3. Fouled off, 0-2. Five runs in the first for LA. And 1 in the 3rd. Padres 1 in the 4th on a Hariston homer and just got 2 in the 6th. Manny Ramirez played the first 6 innings, 0 for 3 with a walk. Big strikeout of Ethier and 1 away in the 7th.
Yeah, much like the Dodgers and Corota were doing with the Padres, challenged him upstairs. Some cheddar. You see him trying to get on top of it, and you just can't.
Adams pitched here in yesterday's day game against the Astros. 1 scoreless inning with a strikeout. He threw 11 total pitches. Blake walked his first 2 plate appearances, including scoring once in the 1st and then fanned in the 5th. All against the starter Chad Godin. Two balls, no strikes.
Two 2-0 there. He didn't give in. King with a 2-0 slider. Blake off the end of the bat. You're really hitting. That's what this is, a constant game of cat and mouse. 2-0. Do you look for the heater? Do you sit on something off speed? There, he didn't challenge him, threw him a slider. Comes back with another slider. And I know we have the tendency up here to talk about it like it's easy, and it's really not. It's really very difficult to do.
2-2 on Blake. How's the fastball back? No, I have no illusions about that.
I have to remind myself sometimes. 2-0. Blake looking for a fastball. Fouls off a slider. Comes back with a slider. Fouls that off. And then 2-2. So the game of cat and mouse continues.
Goes for the breaky ball and strikes out Blake. Back-to-back Ks for Mike Adams. Well, let's take you back, though, to your playing days. July 18th of 2001. Remember the Transformer game?
Oh, yeah.
The Transformer caused this game between the D-backs and Padres to be suspended in the 3rd inning. And when it resumed the next day, Randy Johnson set a record, striking out 17 batters in what was considered a relief appearance.
Yeah, I remember that even more. That was not fun.
James Loney. Check swing, appealed. And Sonia, third base umpire.
I talk about how difficult this game is. Imagine standing in the left-handed hitter's batter's box, facing a guy 6'11", throwing 100 miles an hour with a slider that started behind you.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
That was not fun. And since I probably punched out a couple of times myself that 17th strikeout game. That's not fun.
2-0 pitch to Loney. So I'm going to assume that Randy Johnson at his peak was one of the least favorite that you wanted to face. Who were some of the other ones?
Nolan Ryan was up there too. You know, the hard throwers were not fun. But Randy was especially difficult because as a left-handed hitter, you know, you couldn't duck him because everybody else did. And you had to get in there and you had to face him.
But then there were always those little soft toss and lefties that could be a pain.
Denny Nagel was another one for me. I just never really picked up the ball real good off of him. And to be honest, I had probably more trouble with those guys who hit the ball really well. Omar Oliveras.
Right-handed.
Right-handed.
Cardinals, Pirates?
Yep, hit the ball really well. Never really saw it good off of him.
Grounded out to the right side. 4-1 put out of Loney. Adams sets him down in order. Time to stretch. Capacity crowd here at Petco.
There's people everywhere tonight. Park in the Park looks full. The beach looks full.
We haven't seen a attendance as of yet. But sold out tonight on this Friday. There were, at last report, a few thousand tickets left for tomorrow's game. So if you're thinking about spending the 4th of July at Petco Park, still have that opportunity. SD face tattoo gone, and ready for the bottom of the 7th inning with the bottom of the order up. Alfonso Cabrera and then the pitcher spot. The A's are 0 for 2. He's flying to center and grounded to short. Fell off the table, strike one. 6-3 Dodgers. Almost got him inside. Dodgers have 8 hits. Padres with 4.
Comment Alfonso here with the off-speed stuff. Slider first pitch, change up second.
It fouled down the third base side into the seats. And we're back onto the field. Yeah, he got his souvenir.
Like the guy was saying, don't go on the field to get the ball. He was like, I didn't go on the field. I leaned over there and got it.
Martin and Moda need to converse. And the left-hander Leach up in the Dodger bullpen. Game 1 of a 3-game series. Tomorrow 1:10. Again, that's televised by Fox. We're back here on Sunday. 1 o'clock airtime. Chad Billingsley against Josh Banks to wrap up the homestand. Alfonso leading off and a 1-2 pitch. 1 away. Well, we've been showing you unusual circumstances in Major League games throughout the years. Remember this one in the playoffs. The Midges. Jabba Chamberlain was pitching for the Yankees since October of 2007. Covered in midges.
I really felt bad for him that night, too. It just
Joe Torre was the manager then.
Shouldn't have to pitch in those kind of conditions. Bugs flying on the back of your neck.
Indians came back to win that game in extra innings.
But I'd rather have those on my neck than those bees
The
from
bees?
yesterday. I'll tell you that.
Everett. It's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. One pitch. Wave and a miss. So if you're managing there's midges out there, what do? You pull your team or say, hey, do something, get the midges.
You try to. Try to get him to do something. You know, that was just kind of like a fluky thing that happened. Just like yesterday, who thought the Queen would fly into a jacket? You know, get thousands and thousands of bees, but
no bee sightings tonight here at Petco Park.
Momota's done a nice job here keeping these Padre hitters off balance. It's all pounding fastballs on Kuzmanoff.
Popped up left side for call onto the outfield grass. Momoda sent down the first 4 he's faced, 2 out in the 7th. Well, earlier this year, just a few weeks ago, June 11th, Shin-Soo Choo singles to center. The ball hits a seagull.
Yeah.
Game against the Royals and allowed the winning run to score. Another one for the books.
So I've seen a lot of things, I know in my pro career. You know, you played in San Diego. Anything could have happened. We saw foxes. We saw skunks. Seen squirrels run out there. I mean, you moved that tarp at Qualcomm, you never know what was going to come out of there.
Venable pitch inning for Mike Adams. I was unaware that Mission Valley had that much wildlife.
I think most fans were too. They rolled that tarp out, and you know, a skunk family went across the outfield grass, and whoo, man.
95 on the inner half and strike 2. Animal pitch hitting and in the hole. Will had a key pinch hit RBI double in the win over Houston on Tuesday night here. Changes the speeds and gets his second strikeout of the inning, and Mota has retired all 5 he's faced. We finished 7 at Petco Park, Dodgers 6, and the Padres 3. Small budget, satisfy both with Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet, now for only $10. Big fireworks show coming up after the game here tonight at Petco Park. 8th inning baseball now, and in comes Clay Meredith.
Clay's numbers 4-1, 3.66 ERA. Getting the bottom third of the Dodger lineup.
Getting Martin Kemp, and in the pitcher spot. And a first pitch strike to catcher Russell Martin. Came in with 1 RBI in his last 29 games. 2 ribbies tonight. RBI single in the first and an RBI ground out in the third. Also has 2 hits as he singled in the 5th. Oh, 2. Did he? No swing, says first base umpire Larry Vanover.
Well, he had him set up for that. He pounded him in.
Close. That's the strikeout nonetheless. Eddie Martin swinging and 1 away in the 8th.
Starts it in the zone and runs it out. Looks like Martin tried to pull that. And right over the top.
Gibbs 2-run double in the first, a big hit in this game. Under their 5-run first inning. 0-2. Besides the double, he's been intentionally walked and hit into an inning-ending fielder's choice in the 5th. Meredith has fanned the first 2. Got Kemp to lunch for that.
Much like he did Martin, ran the ball, started the ball in, and he got him out of the way.
Padre Mark Loretta will bat here for Mota.
So Loretta hitting 250. He does the majority of his work coming off the bench.
And 9 for 30 as a pinch hitter on the season. Two outs, nobody on base in the Dodger 8th inning. Slowly out to short, and Cabrera. Bullpen's been very effective tonight. 3 scoreless innings, only 1 hit allowed by the San Diego pen.
Good young arms for the Dodgers. 2-0, ERA 1.94. Bones hitting 238. See if the Padres can get something started here and give them a big finish.
Top of the order is up. Gwynn, Eckstein, and Hariston. 6-3 LA. 5 in the first for the Dodgers. They added 1 in the third to lead 6-0. Hariston had a solo homer in the Padre 4th, and Adrian a 2-run double in the 6th. Only 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored.
Marcoso features the big 3. Fastball that to lefties, he'll start at him and run it back over the plate. A little breaking ball, a little change.
He follows Mota, who went an inning and 2/3 with 2 strikeouts.
Mota was impressive. He pounded the fastballs and then did a nice job later on throwing the change.
Mota looking like the Mota who came up with the Dodgers however many years ago.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I kind of thought the last couple of years he fell in love with that changeup, and now he's, back to throwing the power fastball. And boy, he was impressive tonight.
Two and two on Gwynn leading off the San Diego 8th. Chops it over the mound. Hudson backhands. Sidearms to first and got him. That was a good play by Hudson on the move.
Let that ball get in on him a little bit, and Hudson, the Gold Glover, makes a Gold Glove play. And on the move, able to get enough on that throw. Get Junior at first.
Padres have only put the leadoff man on base one time, and that's when Tony walked leading off the 6th. Troncoso getting the leadoff man in the 8th, and now facing Eck, who has singled in 3 at-bats. Inside corner for a strike.
You see that hard run. In on Eckstein. And there, he nips off the outside corner with it. Just a fastball with movement. He does a nice job with it.
Off, and it stays at 1 and 2.
So yep, fight that ball off.
Egg pops it up. Here comes Loney down the line, and in foul territory, it's the catcher, Martin, who makes the catch and then tumbles into Loney, but Martin hung on to it.
Wasn't a whole lot of communication on this play. See Eckstein way out in front. And Martin's under it, and you see Loney just trying to stay out of Martin's way. Takes the slide, takes his legs right from under him, and I'm sure both guys are okay. See Loney trying to hold him up. A little communication that wouldn't happen. It looked like neither guy said anything.
And I got it. Helps out.
Oh, helps a lot, even with a packed house like tonight.
Umpire to Hariston. Solo shot in the 4th, his 10th of the year. Two 2-0 on the Padres center fielder. All 3. Leach and Blackston up in the LA bullpen. Right call. Padres have yet to do anything off the Dodger bullpen. They've been perfect until that. They walk to Hariston. Bullpen had retired 7 in a row, but now with 2 outs and Adrian coming up, we've got the lefty Leach ready. And here comes Joe Torre. Broxton on the right, but it looks to be the left-hander for Joe Torre in this situation. This pitching change brought to you by your San Diego Hyundai dealers. Discover why nobody can say what Hyundai can say at SanDiegoHyundaiDealers.com. Retaining walls, interlocking pavers, natural stone, everything for your hardscape needs. Create your dream yard today. Visit rcpblock.com. They're not messing around. Go to the lefty Leach to face Adrian.
Leach's job is to get Adrian Gonzalez out, and if he doesn't, it's probably going to be the only hitter he faces. But the series numbers 2-0. Opponent's hitting a .55. He's going to feature a fastball in the 90s. With a curveball slider change. You're watching him warm up here in between hitters here. It looks like he's got a little cutter too. So the Dodgers are going to play the shift. And you know me, I would love to see Adrian take this ball because it's probably going to be going away from him. Take this ball to left center field and you know, maybe get us a run going through left field.
Adrian doubled in 2 runs his last time up. Six-3 Dodgers, bottom of the 8th. Trying to go that way.
Took a shot. Martin set up early off the plate. Just a fastball away. He's about thigh high, just the kind he'd like to hit. Adrian took a shot trying to go to left field with that.
Leach gets ahead of ball and 2 strikes.
Got a little change up where he turned over a fastball. Definitely took something off of that.
High drive, left center. Pierre back at the fence and runs it down. Adrian gave it a ride, but Pierre makes the grab up against the wall. It stays a 3-run game. In 1999, the Rockies ended the Padres' 14-game win streak with a 12-10 victory in Game 1 of a doubleheader in Denver. You recall that one?
No. Honestly.
Bullpen's been good tonight, and taking over now is Edward Mujica.
His numbers 2 and 3. ERA 2.82. Opponents 2.43. And you're right, Mark. I mean, both bullpens really have done a good job, especially the Padre bullpen after Terry Godin gave up those 6 runs early. The bullpen has done a solid job. 3 guys, Perdomo, Adams, and Meredith, give up nothing. Throwing a lot of strikes. And after that 5-run outburst in the first, Dodgers have only scored 1 run since.
Thought Adrian's ball moments ago was close to making this a 1-run game.
I thought he got it too. It looked like he had pretty good extension, and that ball took off, and you hadn't seen him do that in a while. And Martin wants that ball up, and boy, it just looked like he got it. Fortunately, Pierre runs it down.
A little slap. Cruz cuts it off, but Furcal still beats it. Ball got by, but Adrian picks it up. What are we calling that? The softball style. I don't know what else to call that, Tony. What is this type of swing? Well,
this is swing and bunt. Bunting it towards shortstop. And we've seen Cabrera try that a couple of times this year. Kuzmanov running all the way across the infield was able to get to it, but that is so hard to do. And the way that Furcal can run, that's just a base hit.
We've seen Furcal do that also with more of a regular swing as well. That was more kind of a bunt, and that's going to Cruz make the right call and let that go foul.
Furcal in his younger days, he would take that ball and slap it in the left field.
Right.
Slap it between short and third.
By the way, that's the 4th hit of the night for Furcal. 4 for 5. And his 2nd infield hit of the game.
Yeah, that's right. Take that, Tony Gwynn. Saying Juan Pierre not being in the lineup was going to probably affect their offense. And they did spend a pretty good chunk of change on re-signing Furcal, so they know that he could be the leadoff guy. But
pitch out. There he goes. Now he stops, but Adrian's got to get back to first. And Furcall's able to get back to the base. Lavery charging, looking for the bunt, but with the pitch out, that left him out of position.
Yep, here it is. Hudson shows bunt. They pitch out. Adrian's charging. By the time he recognizes that Furcall was running, there's no way to get back to first base, and you got to give Furcall credit. He hustled back to first base, stopped in his tracks. Got back to first base, and there he is going again.
And this one fouled by Hudson. $42,217 paid crowd tonight. Full house at Petco Park.
Furcall needs a little bit of a second to kind of catch his breath. And tried to steal on a couple of pitches, had to stop, plant, go back to first base. It was a little winded.
Nobody out in the Dodger ninth. Another pitch out, and this time he doesn't go. We've gone on 2 consecutive pitches. The first a pitch out he went. Second one not a pitch out and he went. Another pitch out he doesn't go. 2-2. That means he's going this time, huh? Nope. And a bunt. Mojica going for the lead man. Got him. Got it right back to the pitcher by Hudson. They get Furcall.
It's a nice job by Mojica bouncing off the mound. His butt goes right back to the pitcher's mound. And he bounced on it and was able to get the lead runner at second. Pretty gutsy by Hudson, bunting with 2 strikes. See the quick release. Get Furcall at second.
Well, Pierre just got a nice hand, and I assume from a lot of the Dodger fans that are here. And you know what? I respect that people acknowledge the play that Juan Pierre gave and has been giving the Dodgers.
Well, he's a veteran, and he showed these young guys a lot, I think, by staying ready. He could have sulked and,
close.
Been mad that his playing time was getting chewed into with the reacquisition of Manny Ramirez, but he didn't. He kept working and waiting for his turn. And when Manny got hit with that 50-game suspension, he stepped right in there and put up some all-star caliber numbers.
The chop, foul up the line. Alfonso fields it.
318, 21 stolen bases, 32 runs scored, 21 RBIs. Talking to Manny Mota today, he said he kept himself ready. Knew he was going to get an opportunity to be to spell the other outfielders, but when Manny went on the suspension, he stepped his game right up.
He came into the game at the bottom of the 6th for Manny Ramirez, who went 0 for 3 tonight with a walk in his return. He held up. Six runs for the Dodgers on 9 hits. The Padres 3 runs, 4 hits. He could try to keep this a 3-run game. Pitch out and Hudson not run. center field. Hariston in and to his right. Fair hit that ball pretty well. And Hariston able to come in and make that play for out number 2.
Good ball hit right on the button. Hariston makes the play.
Cleanup hitter Andre Ethier. Broke his bat, and the leaping catch by Cabrera. Last chance coming for the Padres. Cruz, Henley, and Alfonso due up for San Diego. Big appetite, small budget, satisfy both with Sequan Casino's incredible all-you-can-eat prime rib buffet. Now for only $10. Bottom of the ninth. 6-3 Dodgers. They bring in their closer, the big right-hander, Jonathan Broxton.
Jonathan Broxton, 19 saves. And he leads the major league relievers with 62 punch-outs. See his record 6-0, ERA 2.15. Not an easy task.
He's converted his last 11 save opportunities in a row. Who's leading off? Hariston up there throwing triple-digit gas right out of the chute. The 1-1 pitch. .101. Woo. Wow.
A guy throws that hard, there's nothing you can do. You just have to look for the fastball. You want to throw a slider right here, buddy? Hey, more power to you. There's nothing. From a hitting standpoint, it's very hard to stay back on anything else.
strikes out Cruz with the heat. 1-1 out of the ninth. Wow. The meter here showed 103 miles per hour. Tough to catch up to 103 at your chin, at chin level.
Yeah.
It's down in the dirt. Strasburg supposedly threw 103.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Now, I mean, our gun was, I would say, is the slow gun, to be honest.
It's all cheese.
It is. And, Strassi's, he's 6'4", 220. He's 6'4",
almost 300.
Yeah, 280.
1-0. To left field. And Juan Pierre, 2 outs. That one down to 99 miles per hour. Padres down to their final out. Alfonso comes up. $42,217. The packed house tonight at Petco. Padres have been trying to overcome that 5-run Dodger first tonight. Big pitch fastball for strike one. Two. Padres down to their final strike. Eliezer won't chase the high one. Don't forget, tomorrow, 1:10 start time. TV on Fox. We're back here Sunday at 1 o'clock on Channel 4 for the finale of this 3-game series. 1-2 from Jonathan Broxton. And that 101-mile-per-hour fastball, the final one of the night. And the Dodgers take the opener of the series 6-3.